But there's nowhere in the bill that states anything discriminatory towards anybody here in the state of Israel. We've been here for 70 years. It's about time to recognize that this is the Jewish state. We have minorities in Israel, but nothing in the bill says they need to be discriminated against. Now,
I think the people of Israel have spoken, and I think the people of Israel want stability, and I think the people of Israel want security.
listen, I drive every day in Gush Etzion, and I see how many Mercedes I can count and how many BMWs I can count. That is possible for all of the residents throughout the Palestinian Authority-controlled territories if UNRWA would get out of the way and stop causing their people harm. They claim to be a humanitarian organization. Stop hiding rockets in your facilities. Stop the hate education. That's the most important thing. Don't raise the next generation of Arab children to hate and wish for the destruction of the state of Israel.
In order to create change, it has to start at home. It has to start here at home. And I'm talking about top down. I'm talking about from our government officials, from our leadership. They have to say once and for all, in order to create this change, and I believe this, they have to say unapologetically, Judea and Samaria are part of the land of Israel. This is ours.
Well, it's extremely important. Here we are 55 years after 6 Arab armies tried to wipe Israel off the face of the earth, and Israel won, some call it a miraculous defensive war of survival, and it's something to celebrate.
Most important thing is we have to recognize our permanence in Gush Etzion. Our enemy is trying to destroy us. We will not allow them to destroy us. We are here to stay. We are going to build, and we are going to thrive, and ultimately we're going to have sovereignty in Gush Etzion.
So I think it would be a terrible mistake if the Biden administration would put the brakes on peace in the Middle East between Jews and Arabs. We're talking about daily terror attacks carried out by jihadists trying to murder, in this case this evening, murdered a Jew on the road, versus, and I stand by this statement, sporadic incidents which should be dealt with by the proper law enforcement bodies here in Israel, and I believe that they are being dealt with.
How can you say that you actually have sovereignty if you're not allowed to build in certain areas? So that's really the concern where I'm coming from in Gush Etzion, is the inability to build everywhere, because if you're truly sovereign, you should be able to build in all your community.
You know, Likud and Benjamin Netanyahu, a little bit of a change in strategy, actually going after the Likud voters this time, targeting them and saying, hey, you got to get out the vote. And whether or not I personally endorse Likud or Naftali Bennett or any of those parties, I think, you know, that is definitely a change this time around.